Welcome back, guys. Another exciting day. So we are here ready to give you a presentation. We're so excited. But before we start, we just want to make sure that all of you are safe and sound and you understand that we are not responsible for what you invest when you come into the program, but I do want to ask you all, please, and I say that from the bottom of my heart, only invest what you're willing to risk, because Forex is a very high risk industry, okay? And so if you invest what you're willing to risk, you are going to be able to sleep at night. And if you go through some bumps on the road and on the way, you're going to definitely not worry so much. So, sometimes we get some support issues that are not handled as quickly as people would want them to, but I can promise you one thing. If you invest only what you're willing to risk, you will not have any kind of problems with any issues that go on that will get resolved regardless. So with that being said, welcome to today's Intelligence Prime Capital presentation. The very most important thing about this presentation is that we're not really bringing attention to ourselves as for you to come find us and join with us. We're making this video specifically as a recruiting tool for all of you to be able to share this particular video and have people come to you about it, about the presentation and about the opportunity, and ask you for your referral link. So with that being said, I'm going to keep names short. I want to shout out my buddy Ron, my buddy RJ, who just hit shareholder director. He is an awesome influencer. I give him great big ups, big shouts. My buddy, he is awesome. And with that said, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself. And today we're going to present the company, the software, the business plan, and a very small detailed black and white how to grow your network information, okay? And so, like I said, my name is Jay for short. You won't be able to find me, so don't try. And it's not because I don't want you to find me, it's because I want you to get with the person that actually invited you to this meeting or handed you this recording so that you can ask that person for the registration link. So, like I said, my name is Jay. And I've been in the Forex industry for about 8 years. And during those 8 years, I have come to evolve a lot. I went from having a signal service to starting a Forex educational service, to providing account management, to providing 3 years ago, I started to dabble a little bit in the automated trading department or industry, so to speak. And that's when I kind of stumbled upon opportunities like the one that I am actually presenting to you today. And I personally own a high frequency trading software, which is very dependable, which we'll talk about when I hit the software part of the meeting, and you'll learn a little bit more about it. But since I hit this stage in my career of dabbling in the automated trading services area or department, it has really opened up my eyes to being hands-free, because it is very hard to operate in the Forex industry. It doesn't matter how well you know how to trade, and believe me, I had a very good percentage win rate. I had to get up in my country for the London session, which is literally about 3 a.m. peak time, when the market at London starts to move really well. And I wouldn't go to sleep until about 6 or 7 in the morning. And I would see my wife get up to get the kids to school. And I'd be so tired, guys, that I'd go to sleep all the way through to about noontime or so. And that was really exhausting. And I did that for the first 5 or 6 years, 5 years or so of my career. So now that we're enjoying the benefits of automated trading, this is something that you guys, especially that are coming in new, don't have to worry about those potholes in the road or those bumps in the road with the learning how to trade, or staying up to try to make sure you catch that one good signal, and all of those things that are very, very frustrating in the Forex market. So let's talk a little bit about Intelligence Prime Capital. Intelligence Prime Capital has been around for about 6 years, guys, but it wasn't until last year in August that they launched an automated system, an automated trading platform that we are now benefiting from, and we're so excited to present to you. So what does this mean, guys? This means that you're able to enjoy the trading capacity of a 100 win rate software without having to do anything whatsoever. And that is totally, totally amazing, guys, okay? So let's talk a little bit about the company, because what's most important when you're looking for a broker, the number one thing that everyone looks for is what? Can you put it on the chat? Boom, there it is. Is the broker regulated? And this is one of the most key things that you have to do your due diligence on when looking for a Forex broker to operate with. So we're going to go ahead and start talking a little bit about how they're regulated. So as we can see here, they're regulated through 3 different entities, one of which is the most important, which I'll stop and actually talk a little bit about it. But we can see here their certification with FinTrack, which is the Money Services Business Certification. And I did actually, before joining in late November, early December, I actually called, okay, let me move this over just a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. And let's move over here. I actually called FinTrack. So over here, you'll notice the number 1-866-346-8722. I encourage each and every one of you that have not joined yet to do your due diligence just for your own peace of mind, guys, okay? I called, I verified that Intelligence Prime Capital was in fact registered and being regulated and observed and monitored by FinTrack, and they did confirm it. So it's very, very important to know that. So FinTrack investigates all transactions made by brokers, including money wired to banks or any and all institutions. And as part of IPC's compliance, all money transactions made by the broker must be reported to FinTrack. That's a very important detail because they have to answer to someone. They have to be accountable to someone. And, why is that so important? These different entities is because Intelligence Prime Capital is showing compliance. It's showing that it's being put a certain set of rules that they have to abide by, and they're going ahead and complying with that. We have more people coming in, and we'll keep admitting. And so it's very, very important to know that, because in difference to an unregulated broker is not sanctioned or monitored or policed by any entity, and these entities usually can wind up disappearing with people's funds. All right, so let's look at the next one. The next one is the FinCEN registration, and they are regulated through the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. These people are also in Canada, just like FinTrack, okay? I did the same thing. I had to call. I tried to actually call, and I couldn't get no one on the phone on this one, so I just simply went online, and I clicked on the link that's available through our PDF, the company PDF that's available to all of you as well. And I verified that the document was in fact intact, and there it is for all of you to see, okay? And so FinTrack investigates any and all financial crimes reported, including money laundering and financial terrorism. Okay, so FinCEN is also assists local, state, and international law enforcement by analyzing information required by the Bank Secrecy Act, BSA. You can also visit their website and find out a little bit more about what that means exactly. Okay, now the last and actually most important certification that Intelligent Prime Capital holds is actually the ASIC or ASIC. The ASIC is very important because these guys are the most, well, they're one of the most prestigiously known regulators internationally. I have a few buddies who are actual brokers, and I've spoken to them about IPC. And when I mention the fact that they're regulated with ASIC, you know, the reaction I get is, ASIC? What? Wait, send me the information, Jay. You know, this is how they tell me. You know how hard it is to get regulated through ASIC? ASIC is no joke. These guys are tough cookies. And so this is the actual most important part of being regulated in reference to Intelligence Prime Capital, because these guys do a thorough audit. They do a thorough audit, thorough investigation before issuing a certification to any broker. And that audit, actually, the process is pretty tough. You have to hand over a police report for all the agents that are representing the company. You have to hand over, which is like a background check. So you have to hand over all the financial statements. You have to hand over the track record of the algorithm. You have to hand over all the payouts that the broker has ever made to any entities outside and to any members on the inside. They have to review the platform. They have to review the compensation plan and make sure that it's not a Ponzi, okay? And then therefore, after doing their thorough investigation and all that they do, then they go ahead and issue a certificate. So when you're able to go online and click on the ASIC link and look up under business and names and punch in the word Intelligence Prime Capital, not iPrime, not iCap, not anything like that. You have to you have to enter Intelligence Prime Capital. You will see the certification, you'll see the registration, and you will click on the PDF, the certification will pull up. Last week, when we did our presentations, I went back to click on the link. I did that yesterday night when I put all my PowerPoint stuff together, and lo and behold, everything was still intact. But when I went to do it a few minutes before starting this PowerPoint or allowing people in, the website is seen to be under maintenance again. So this happened to us last week, and it's doing maintenance, I guess, every weekend. So you guys will all be able to, by Sunday, to log in, click on the link. You can ask Ron for the information, and he will definitely, with ease, facilitate all of it to you, okay? And therefore, you'll be able to click and observe and be able to confirm for yourself the actual certification is intact. And why is this certification so important, guys? Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up before you come into the door, all right? Intelligence Prime Capital is under severe attack by the public opinion. Why? And I'm going to explain to you clearly why, because it took me a while to realize. But what happens is that there's a lot of account managers out there, and this is their bread and butter. They make their money offering different or new systems that are come out, and they're always innovating. They're always evolving. They want the best systems out there. So when high frequency trading systems pop up, like the one that Intelligence Prime offers to all their members, they want a piece of it. Not only do they want a piece of it, there's entities like MyFX Book who offers also copy trading or signals, which whoever has a good robot or a good skills in trading can actually join their to offer signals, and people actually subscribe to some of the signals or the account management that are offered by MyFX Book. So even MyFX Book right now has some hostility against Intelligence Prime Capital. And you'll notice some of the details about that as we continue. When I show you the FX Book, there's one verification check mark that's supposed to be there, and it's not. And why is this detail very important? Because like I said before, one of my buddies I asked, because the MT4, what happens is you actually see the trades kind of pop into your history, okay? And you don't see the actual trade come out live. And this is important to know because it's a detail that some people are going to come to you with hostility, with aggression with. And so my buddy who's a broker joined us one time, and this video is also available. It's a video I did that said compliance versus the public opinion. Excuse me. And so he began to tell how important ASIC was, how tough it was to get regulated through ASIC, and how this completely changed his own mind, and he joined with me. He's in our downline. And he went ahead to explain the MT4 and why the trades only pop into the history. And he went on to explain that many brokers nowadays are innovating and becoming dynamic and becoming more and more involved to try to find systems that will attract other people to come in and bring some volume into their broker. Because there's so many brokers out there now, there's so much, there's an inundation of new brokers coming out, regulated and unregulated, so there's high competition. So the brokers now are not relying on members to come in and do their thing. Now they're relying on, we have to find someone to attract everyone and come in. That's why Intelligence Prime Capital, it's so prestigious in its innovative high frequency trading system, because so far we've been able to enjoy no losses. And since August, it only has about less than 1% drawdown, which is completely insane, guys. And so the broker continued to say that it's a manipulation on the part of the broker, because there are some settings that are available in the back end of the broker that can actually hide the trade from being put out live. And this is important because it actually prevents copy trade scammers from copy trading the actual trade that we have. So in the efforts of keeping the software as safe and sound as possible, they do that. So you only see the trades pop into your history. And it is a form of manipulation, but we wanna reiterate the fact that it's not a negative manipulation on the part on behalf of the broker. It's actually a very positive manipulation, because we're trying to keep that software as safe as possible. And so with that said, it's very important to know this, because you're going to get these kind of questions. And then above and beyond all of that, the most important thing about this certification with ASIC is that your bloggers and your YouTubers and your toxic prospects are going to come at you, and they're going to show you some YouTube videos. They're going to show you some blogs. They're going to show you, warnings, and, IPC is a scam, and IPC this and IPC that, with very, very hostile aggression. And guys, if you think, with some good common sense, ask yourself a question, right? Looking at this certificate and learning everything about ASIC and how tough they are to get regulated with, do you think that ASIC would give a certificate of regulation to a broker who was a scam broker, a broker who might disappear with your money? I'm going to give you a fact. Those brokers out there that have disappeared with people's money, they have done so within the first 5 or 10 million in volume. We are right now above 300 million in volume, guys. And that is something big, because, no one has ever disappeared with that kind of money. Well, they're not, guys. They're here for the long haul. They're here for the long term. They're here for you. And you know what? Intelligence Prime Capital never, ever imagined that they would grow so aggressively in such a short time. And this is the only reason why sometimes, for example, our MT4s kind of glitch. We'll get, like, for example, we'll get Monday trades and the profits are there, but the balance, the profit hasn't been adjusted to the balance, and we got some glitches going on, It's all due to the flooding of subscribers, and sometimes even the platform glitches a little bit with transactions that you make. If you make a transaction, like, for example, to subscribe to the bot, and you do so, The bot price comes out on the bottom. You put what you're going to deposit at the top. You agree with the LPOA check mark, subscribe. Then your funds are supposed to pop up in your dashboard on the MT4 side. Sometimes this will delay even a couple of hours when usually it should be immediate. And this is all due to the inundated and flooding of new subscribers that are constantly coming in all the time to join. And so that tells you a lot about Intelligence Prime Capital. So with this certificate, this is the only thing you need to rebut all the toxicity, all the negativity, all of the, public opinion that is so toxic and so aggressive about Intelligence Prime Capital. Okay, guys, so that's why I stopped right here, just to emphasize on the prestigiousness of having this certificate, guys. This is an awesome tool. And once you can prove to everyone, listen, why don't you go on their website, punch in Intelligence Prime Capital, hit the PDF, and you'll see that they're regulated. Then there's nothing else to say to anyone, okay? I would suggest you stay away from these toxic people. I don't mind having a little empathy and trying to help them to see the light and, show them, listen, they're regulated by 3 different entities, but more importantly, they're regulated through ASIC. And if you know ASIC regulation, they are no joke. They will do a full investigation, full throttle. They'll investigate every single thing about you, about your broker, about every activity, about the platform, about the structure that you have, and the plans on how to pay your members, everything. And so this is very important, because then that completely knocks off the negative public opinion. And this is important for you to know now before you jump on board, so that when it happens to you, you remember, hey, I remember when Jay said that in the presentation, and I know exactly not to listen to this stuff. On another hand, I don't even bother with any of the information anymore. I've seen it all. And when they shoot it at me, I look at it, I saw that already. I look at it, I saw that already. I look at it, I saw that too already. I've seen it all. And everything that I've seen does not at all go above this certification. It doesn't matter what they say. If ASIC certified it, that's like you getting a driver's license and someone telling you that you can't drive. But I have a driver's license. And this is exactly what you got to tell people. But they are certified. And because they're certified, they got to eat it. They can't do nothing about it. All right, guys, so that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and move on. So we can see here that on the WikiFX website, which is a very prestigious and well-known and recognized website, before Intelligence Prime Capital became certified by ASIC, they only had a half a star, guys. The moment they became certified in December of last year, it was December 17, okay? They shot up in the ratings, and I believe this needs to be updated, because I believe that they are up to 6.34 already. And this happened overnight. So this is very, very amazing for a broker to jump up from half a star to 6.34 overnight. And they've been climbing little by little ever since then as well. So this is very good to know as well, okay? So now, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the software, okay? So the software is a high-frequency trading algorithm, very, very dependable. It has AI analysis integrated within there. And so it's, just to put it in black and white and not to spend so much details about high-frequency trading and how it works and how it does, it is dependable. The only way that the trades can lose is if the broker manipulates. That's it. If the broker manipulates on his end, then we can see huge chunks of losses and what have you. Other than that, as long as the broker is connected to the API connection that gives all of you guys your trades are connected to a high frequency trading stream, The broker is making money with you, and so is the liquidity provider, and everyone is happy, and there's nothing to worry about. Listen, I go to sleep and I dream good because I know what high frequency trading is. And this is the most dependable software that you can ever get your hands on. Well, you're not going to get your hands on it, but that you can benefit from by joining Intelligence Prime Capital. As you can see, Intelligence Prime Capital offers 3 different softwares. They're actually the same. The only thing that's different is that the first one, the Smart Bot, only trades 1 trade a day. The second one trades 2 trades a day. And the third one trades 3 trades a day, which gives us our 30 to 45% monthly gains. And this is pretty much net, okay? So I always say 35 to 50% because we've actually seen 50% months, but because Intelligence Prime Capital charges a 20% profit split, you get to keep 80 and they keep 20, then the actual gains are actual gross. So when I say 35 to 50% gross gains a month, I mean gross, not net. So we're actually enjoying between 35 and 40% since I joined in late November, early December, which is insane, guys. This is completely insane. You don't see this often. And you know, this is one of the reasons why they're so severely under attack. It's like corporate sabotage with all the noise out there that's going on about Intelligence Prime Capital. So long story short, guys, choose the Genius Bot. That's what we go for. Don't go for this brilliant bot or don't go for the smart bot. It's cheaper, but it's not going to give you the gains that you want. So the Genius Bot all day, get it. All right. So here we have updated FX books, and we can see the company's FX book. Here it is. So up to date, 637% gains, guys. This is insane. And you can see the inception date down here of August 10th, right here, 2021, with that equity curve so beautiful, guys. This is a beautiful equity curve. When you see an FX book like this with an equity curve like this, and then when you look at the drawdown factor right here, okay, the drawdown factor, it's only 0.95, less than 1%. This is completely insane. And look at the detail that I was telling you. So trading privileges are verified, and there's a check mark there. And when we did have a check mark up here where it says track record not verified, that X became red because FX book caught a hissy fit because we didn't want to allow the live trade to show. And so push came to shove, they said, all right, so we're going to take the track record not verified out of there, and they gave us an X, which is no big deal because we're still seeing the results. We're still seeing the same statistics being posted, and all of this is still going on. So they're just kicking and screaming like a spoiled baby wanting ice cream who can't get it. And it's really sad to see well-known and prestigious companies like FX Book doing such silly things. And then on the right, we also have my FX Book from my actual account, which I always have about 20K in there. So when the profit splits come out, you see it's just an even 20K. So I started this account in December 4th of last year. And as you can see, I'm already up 211%. And my drawdown, it's still 0. While the companies, because they started back in August, they still have a 0.95, but mine still has yet to see a loss. So that means there hasn't been a loss on any of our accounts since beginning of December, late November, guys. This is completely insane. That this should give everyone confidence because, like I said when I started, there's a few things that you look for when wanting to get involved with a broker. Is the company, right? Is the broker regulated? Yes, we already been through it. Is the software dependable? That's the second question. And here it is, before your very eyes. The stats don't lie. 0.9% max drawdown. And for those who started in late November, early December till now, 0% drawdown. There's none. This is completely insane, guys. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the compensation plan, which is where we talk about the money part of it. Okay, so the first bonus that Intelligence Prime Capital offers is the bot bonus. So the bot bonus is really simple. 10% of the bot bonus goes to you when you refer someone who buys the Genius Bot. So when you refer with your link, your friend, your family, your contacts, and they subscribe to the Genius Bot, you're going to make 10%, which is roughly $9.90. All right, round it off, $10, right? Because the Genius Bot is roughly $100. It's really 99.90. So you make $9.90. It doesn't sound like much, but you know what? It can add up. And so let's move forward. So that's the bot bonus. The second one is the sponsorship bonus, formerly known as the deposit bonus. Now this one is very great, and I'm gonna tell you, because when your people that sign up with your link come in and they deposit $1,000, if you're a director, you make 10%. That means you just made $100. If someone comes in with $10,000, you just made $1,000. Okay, so it can get really great. And the beautiful thing about this particular bonus is not a one-time deal. So just because your guy subscribed with $1,100, right? Let's say your guy that you shared your link with, he subscribed, he comes and he deposits 1,100 TRC 20, and he subscribes to the Genius Bot. 99.9 goes to the bot. You get $10 for that, right? Roughly. And he deposits $1,000 into his MT4. Now you got $109.90 just off that subscription. And next week, the guy's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and deposit another $1,000, or I'm going to go ahead and compound my profit that I got on profit split day. When he go ahead and compound it, which is what everybody wants to do, and I highly encourage it, because it'll only take you about 2 to 2.5 months to completely recover 100% of what you've invested. At that point, you want to withdraw that, because now you have your initial investment back. And so you can let the rest of it run risk-free. And this is a very strategic and wise approach to these kind of platforms. And I highly encourage everyone to, as soon as you can. So let's say you get someone in, a few people in, and then you start making bonuses. Throw those bonuses back into your account, all right, until you see double. When you see double your money, pull it out on profit split day. Go ahead and withdraw it. Now you're completely risk-free. Everything is growing. Everything, you keep compounding it until you hit whatever amount you want to hit, that you're comfortable with the profit split, plus your bonuses are going to continue to grow. All right. And just to give you a good testimony, a quick one. Well, I'll tell you that story about how I got started and how I ranked up when we talk about some of the bonuses that I've received. Okay, so the sponsorship bonus, right? 10%, $1,000. What is that? You get $100 plus the bot bonus. As you can see here, every rank has a percentage. Of course, the directors get 10%, but when you start off with 5%, then you climb up to supervisor, you get 6%, then senior manager, you get 7%, then department manager, you get 8%, then regional manager, you get 9% before you start hitting the director ranks, which offer 10% of the sponsorship bonus. This is insane. Again, very, very awesome and exciting stuff to know, all right, and to experience, which is the best part. Okay, so the management bonus happens only on Saturdays, when the company takes out 100% of your profits from your MT4. So don't freak out when Saturday, the money that you made all week with the bot disappears, and you're like, what happened? I thought it was only 20% profit split. It is. What they do is they pull it out and then they deposit the 80% into your USDT wallet in your dashboard, in which at that point you can go ahead and do an internal transfer right back into the MT4 and continue to compound your gains, okay? And guess what? When you do that, and when your people do that, you get more sponsorship bonus because you're getting deposits, okay? So when people deposit, you make bonus. And so not only do you get your Saturday bonus of the management bonus, as the week continues and people are recompounding their gains, you continue to see these little chunks pop in your wallet, and it's like, wow, where is it coming from? And this is exactly how I felt. So the management bonus is according to your rank. And of course, there's some requirements to hit before you rank. For directors, you're required to have $10,000 in your trading account as a minimum so that you can hit that rank. And then there's some volume and some personal sales that you have to reach. But you get paid on 20 levels, guys. This is completely amazing. All right, you get paid 30% on the first level, 20% on the second level, 10% on the third level. In levels 4 through 6, you get 5%. In levels 7 through 9, you get 3%. In levels 10 through 14, you get 2%. And on levels 15 through 20, you get 1%. And this is where I'm going to pause. And I'm going to say, at this point, some of you who are very, very awake will say, how in the world can Intelligence Prime Capital pay out so much and still be sustainable? Well, one detail is that they charge a 20% profit split. And with that profit split, they pay out their bonus on Saturdays. So it's auto-sustainable, okay? They're not pulling money from anywhere else to do this. And if you do the math between these percentages, there's only 70% here. So they're paying out, right? They're paying out with that 70%, they're paying it back to all the members, and they still get to enjoy 30% of it for themselves. So you get paid from that. This is how people get their bonuses every Saturday. And this is how Intelligence Prime Capital was able to prove that they are not a Ponzi when they were investigated and audited by ASIC, which now they have a certificate, right? Oh yeah. All right. So this is how it all works, guys. Okay. Management bonus is sick, and you're going to see how and why. Now, the last one is a global bonus, which takes me back to the sponsorship bonus, because before January 17th of this year, they actually implemented the global bonus, which we actually got paid the second global bonus, woo, this past Tuesday on the 1st of the month. Now, the way they came up with the global bonus was they shaved off from every position all the way to regional manager to put it into the regional, into the global bonus. So before January 17th, everyone used to get paid 10% down the line, just like a director, for the deposit bonuses, is what it was previously called. So they took 5% from the leader, they took 4% from the supervisor, 3% from the senior manager, 2% from the department manager, and 1% from the regional manager, and dumped it into what they call now a global bonus. And so the last global bonus was about 2.6, 2.7 million. And the way that works is that they split that between all the directors, okay? So for example, if there was 10 leaders, 10 directors, just to give you a for example's sake, right? So 10 leaders, and there's 1 million in the pot. Everyone that's a director is gonna get 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, and that's how the global bonus works. It's not like the management bonus. It doesn't have a Saturday profit split day with the bonuses, and they don't pay it on Saturday. They pay it on the 1st of every month, no matter what day it falls on. And it's really great because you're really not expecting that money on the 1st of the month. You get used to that Saturday bonuses. You get used to the little bits and pieces that you get in your wallet during the week when people are signing up, or when you're existing downlines are, auto compounding or up in their game, right? Up in their game. We got guys who've deposited 50,000, 100,000, and that just says how reliable and how confident they feel about Intelligence Prime Capital, guys. So there's a lot of great stuff about the company, and every company has its pros and cons. But you'll get used to the noise. The most important things are the facts, and those facts will completely shut out the noise if you focus. Okay. So there's the compensation plan, guys. And so now I'm going to tell you about how in my experience, what I've achieved so far with Intelligence Prime Capital. I started back in late November, early December, did all my due diligence. And once I verified everything, I went in, and guess what I did? I only went in with about $120. And I began to tell my guys, because I have a large number of followers, hey, come in light. I've already verified everything and everything looks good, but they're still waiting. Because back then, when I started, they were still not regulated with ASIC. So my guys were coming in light, but they were coming in like 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, 40 grand, 69 grand. And I was like, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they said, well, you said come in light. And I was like, well, if that's light, well, okay, So with that kind of investors and followers that I have, I quickly hit shareholder director in the first 2 weeks. All right. So I made managing director in 2 weeks. And by midweek of that second week, I had already hit shareholder director. Okay. So now I'm just going to show you exactly what I've been experiencing since then. So from the first bonus that I got when I became a shareholder director, my first bonus was 5,697, guys. Okay. The second bonus was 10,852. All right. The third bonus was 21,000, and this is every week. Okay. And as the week progressed, the bonuses went up. Okay. The other one was 27,000. The following week, 35,000. The week after that, 46,624, guys. All right. Then the week after that, 52,430. And then the week after that, $60,000. By this point, I was like pinching myself, like, is this real? And what's funny, guys, is that I was withdrawing this and it was hitting my coin wallet like hot pancakes. Amazing stuff, guys. And you know what? At my coin wallet is connected to my bank. So a quick wire, boom, and I was in there. And it was just amazing. The following week after that, 72,487, guys. And finally, 78,000 the week after that, 78,266. And this last Saturday that just passed, a hopping, weeping $85,000, which I put in the withdrawal a few days ago, and it still hasn't hit, but it will. Okay. I want to be transparent right now so that you guys all know, and I'm going to give you a high recommendation, which lately I have been telling everybody, but I want to tell you all newcomers so that you have the best IPC experience possible. A lot of people, started off rocky roads, experiencing this, experiencing that, making adjustments. We all learn as we go. No one expected IPC to get flooded so quickly with subscribers and with volume. Like I was telling before, we're at over 300 million in volume. My group volume alone is at 15 million already. Okay. So it literally is growing about 1.5 million to 2 million a week already. And so the most important thing that I want to highly suggest to everyone is never make your withdrawals of your bonuses, okay, or any withdrawals for that matter, when Saturday comes, don't do it on the weekend, guys, because you're going to experience some delays. Some people get lucky and they get it right the next day, no problem, okay, and that's fine. But, you know, I learned a couple weeks ago not to do it on the weekends because I usually wait till Saturday morning, 7, 8 in the morning, my time, and I go ahead and put in the withdrawal. All right. And then, you know, the first time it took like long, it took like a whole 24 hours. I was so used to getting it just in a couple of hours, 4 or 5 hours max. I mean, I put withdrawals when I first started and they would come in literally in minutes. But like I said before, no one expected Intelligence Prime Capital to blow up the way they did. And so now on Saturdays, there's such a flooding and an inundation of transactions occurring and withdrawal requests occurring that it's very, very difficult to get a withdrawal to happen pretty quick. So you can't experience the best of an IPC withdrawal if you withdraw on the weekend. So I highly recommend that you do it Tuesdays through Thursdays, not Mondays. Don't get desperate, okay? Don't go doing it on Monday because you think I said a weekday. I said Tuesdays. From Tuesdays to Thursdays, you can transact and you will have the most pleasant experience. And I'm not saying that every time you do it, you're going to get it in minutes, but you may, okay? And so the longest that it'll ever take, it'll be between 1 and 2 days, business days, excluding the weekends. But if you want the best experience in withdrawals, only do your withdrawals from Tuesdays through Thursdays. On the weekends, register people. Don't let them fund. Don't let them fund. They can start funding their accounts to subscribe to the Genius Bot starting on Mondays. If you do this, and if you listen to me, trust me, I'm telling you the facts. You will have the most pleasant IPC experience ever, and you won't ever be part of the complaining group. You won't ever be part of the, oh, what happened to my withdrawal? You know, we had an incident happen 2 weeks ago where IPC announced we're going to do some very huge server migrations and updates to the website. The website will be down for about 2 hours. Do not do any transactions. And you know what people did? They went ahead and started trying to withdraw. Even some of the withdrawals that were done like Friday before profit split day and whatnot, and even the ones that came on Sunday and they tried to do withdrawals, all of those withdrawals glitched out because of the maintenance work that was going on. This is the first time in the history of IPC that something like this has happened. So guess what? Now you got all these people freaking out. Oh my God, no withdrawals. This is a scam. I knew it. Everybody was telling me, but I didn't listen. Listen, you know, if you invest what you're willing to risk, you won't lose sleep over it. Okay? And it's each and every one's fault for not listening when IPC clearly announced that they were going to do some major updates to not do any transactions because there could be some repercussions. So now, and you know what kills me is that the most loudest that make the noise, oh, right, the guys that have $100, $200, $500 in their account, they're freaking acting like they're gonna die. And guess what? Most everybody has already gotten their withdrawals. Okay, so the withdrawals failed, then they took a status of payment made on their fund transaction reports, and then they still hadn't received it. So they were wigging out. It says payment made, but I haven't got the payment. It was all due to the maintenance work and the glitches that occurred on that whole weekend. And so that's why, and there's still some people that are still waiting, but you know, they're all gonna get their money. Listen, when IPC says we're on it, we're fixing it, and like I said, there's pros and cons to everything. You know, they're not the best in the support department, but they do what they say every time they say it. Okay, the MT4 glitches out sometimes, the profits don't appear in the balance. Guess what? The following day or later that week, all of the profits get adjusted in the balance. These are things that you're going to get used to, okay? Because we're expanding too fast, we're growing too fast, and these glitches are just part of it. And why do I say that? Because I want you that are coming in to know the facts, full transparency, no BS. We're giving it to you straight. If you pay attention and you listen to what I'm telling you, you're going to be one of the people that have, a great IPC experience because you're following instructions. And that's what we want. We want our whole team to have the most pleasant experience with IPC possible. And so if you listen to our instructions, you're not going to, worry about it. And if you were a wise investor and only invested what you were willing to risk, you're not even going to even be bothered by any of the things that are little insignificancies that IPC are always fixing along the way. They always do what they say what they do, they fix it all, they pay everyone, every single cent got paid to everyone. And some of the people that haven't been paid, they will be paid. So just to know the true facts, the transparency is all laid out for you guys. So there it is, guys, 85 grand last week. And here I just placed some of the withdrawals for your benefit that hit my coin wallet just to show you the facts. Look, the 78 grand are there. The 85 are not there yet because I'm still waiting. And my mistake was I did it on Tuesday, but I forgot that Tuesday was Global Bonus Day, and it got caught up in the whole, delay where everybody's transacting. But I'm not worried about it. It's gonna hit my wallet anytime now, and that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But look, guys, right here, right? 78 grand. You've seen the bonus up there. Over here on this side, I continue, and you see, look at the 60 grand right there. You see it? 60 grand right there that I showed you in the bonus up top. Look at the 52 grand. Look at the 47 grand. Look at the 35 grand. And before this period, I was actually using a different coin wallet before I upgraded to this one. And so that's why you don't see the previous bonuses that I got in the beginning, like the 5,001, the 10,001, the 21,001. They don't show because I was using a different coin wallet at the time. And so there it is, guys. Look, full transparency, guys. We are not hiding anything. We are here to tell you the facts. We're here to give you our experience. And trust me, listen, I've made almost $500,000 with IPC since I started in November. I haven't had no fails. I haven't had no problems. These little insignificant things, these things are quickly managed if you just follow the instructions. And if you invest what you're only willing to risk, you're going to sleep at night. You're not going to be worried about these MT4 profits not being adjusted yet. You're not going to be worried about a small delay in your withdrawals or transaction or your subscribers subscription delay. None of this is going to matter. You're going to know, and you're going to be able to educate. You're going to be able to motivate. You're going to be able to support the downline. And we're here to grow a risk-free downline, guys. So this is very important for all of you. So I just want to say, now that we've come to the end of it, I definitely encourage you to start getting ready to get in touch with the person that invited you to this meeting, or if he gave you this recording, you will not regret it. IPC is super awesome. It's not the most perfect company in the world, but which company is? Every company has its pros, its cons, and everyone who loves to be opinionated is going to say something about it. And you're going to have the public opinion. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. I've been hearing it since November. And guess what? I'm up 500, almost 500 grand while they keep singing the It's a Scam song when they're regulated by ASIC. And guess who's on the other side of the fence not making anything? The It's a Scam guys. So, that's something that you want to definitely, consider. We give you the facts. They're regulated. The software is dependable. The compensation plan is solid. They use their 20% profit split to pay all the management bonuses, which makes it a self-sustainable platform. It's not going to tip over or collapse. And even if it does so tomorrow, we are all made so much money from it. We'll just be like, what's the next best thing? Which I doubt highly. Like I said before, people that disappear with other people's money, these scam brokers do so between 5 and 10 million. And none of these brokers that have done so have ever been regulated by any entity or security governing authority. Absolutely never. Okay. So with that, guys, I leave you. Last thing, how to grow your network really quickly. Listen, you're going to go ahead and do 4 simple things. All right. This is what I did, and this is what I do. All right. Open up a group chat on Telegram. All right. You can use any social media, whatever benefits you, however is that you like, fine. Post every day. You're going to post results. You're going to post updates. You're going to post your team's progress in hitting ranks and things of that nature is the things that you're going to post. You're going to do, weekly announcements that, hey, we're having a Zoom. Some people I know do Zooms every day, every single day. It's time to do a Zoom call, and they're recruiting every day, doing Zooms. Learn this. Learn to be transparent. Learn to be factual. Learn to be an empathetic person that knows how to calm someone down. All right. If you can't calm someone down who's irate and who's flipping about all kinds of different stuff, then you know what? It's time to just put that person to the side and keep it moving. Do that and you will be successful because you need to remain focused. All right. When they ask, send them some information. Okay. And if they say they're interested, you send them your referral link. What does that look like? It looks a little bit like this. All right. Never ever send anyone like a whole encyclopedia worth of information, guys. Just send them the simple facts. Look, here's some general information about our latest project. The broker is regulated and fully compliant. The bot makes 35 to 50% gains a month. Okay. Let me turn this off. Okay. It trades 3 times a day. There's a 20% profit split. There's a 20% security hold for sustainability. It trades gold and Forex pairs. Minimum deposit is $100. The license is only $100 roughly, right? One-time fee for lifetime use on your account at our affiliate broker. And last of all, less than 1% peak drawdown so far. Okay, so far. Now, the last thing I have here is the bot does 35 to 50% safe returns a month, but to make more, you can share the opportunity with others and make more aggressive gains by networking. Okay, and that's really, and then at the bottom, the worm on the hook. Interested in joining? Simple. You copy paste this, you give it to everyone. You're posting every day. All of a sudden, you get somebody ask you, hey, what's that going on over there? Hey, you send them this. He says, I'm interested. Boom, you send them your referral link. Look, your registration link, and it's a wrap. And then you just give a little brief explanation of how to register, how to deposit, how to subscribe. You just run them through it, real small, concise. Don't give them a PDF. Don't give them the company PDF and tell them, here you go. You're on your own. Don't do that. You give them, you walk them through, you show support, you show motivation, you show excitement, you show that you're there for them. Don't just dump them off and let someone else handle them. That's not how to build a strong network at all. First of all, you want to build a risk-free network. Second of all, you want to support and motivate your people. And lastly, you want to definitely be that person that's always there to guide them, even when other people are asking them questions and all of that stuff. You're going to have a risk-free network, guys. If this doesn't excite you, me showing you my own personal experience, I don't know what. If it doesn't excite you about the fact that I've been fully transparent and even told you about the negative things that are going on, I don't know what. So stop wasting time. Quickly pick up your phone or message the person that actually told you about this, that invited you to this meeting or shared this recording with you, and sign up today. You will not regret it. Intelligence Prime Capital is here for the long term, and we're here to stay. So God bless you. We love you. And at this point, I'm going to say mic drop and open up for some questions. If I didn't cover anything, this is the moment to ask. And then I'm going to turn it over to my buddy, Ron. So I don't see anything out here. Yep. No questions. I guess I covered it all, guys. I love you. I love getting on here with Ron and RJ. They're such great influencers and motivators They are super duper awesome, guys. You know, if these are the guys that invited you, trust me, you're getting into the right team. But regardless, whoever shares this video with you, they're on our team. You want to get in, you will not regret it. God bless you. We love you. Mic drop. Have a happy weekend. You guys take care. All right, so